Good evening viewers, welcome to the Daily Sun's Evening News Bulletin. This is Urbi Islam bringing you today's top stories. Let's begin with the headlines. Israeli forces intercept last humanitarian flotilla ship, detain hundreds of activists including Thunberg. News expresses deep sorrow over passing of language movement veteran and Rabindra scholar Ahmed Rafiq. Election Commission denies Chapla offers NCP 50 alternative symbols including tabla and duck. Trump claims he can solve Middle East's 3,000-year-old war starting with Gaza. And Bangladesh women's cricket team crushed Pakistan by 7 wickets to begin World Cup champion in style. You have just had a glimpse of the headlines. Let's move from the headlines to the heart of the stories. Israeli forces have seized the entire humanitarian flotilla that was attempting to break the blockade on war-ravaged Gaza, arresting several hundred activists on board. On Friday morning, October 3rd, soldiers launched an operation near the coast, boarded the vessel and took control. A live stream showed Israeli troops forcing their way onto the ship. The vessel named Marinette was flying the Polish flag and reportedly had 6 crew members. It was the last operational ship remaining from a fleet of 44. The flotilla had set sail with the mission of delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza. However, after one by one intercepting and detaining all the ships since Wednesday, October 1st, Israeli forces have now seized the final vessel as well. So far, nearly 500 activists from more than 40 countries have been arrested. Among those detained are prominent climate activist Greta Thunberg, former mayor of Barcelona Ada Colau, and European Parliament member Rima Hassan. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has expressed deep sorrow at the death of language movement veteran, poet, essayist and Rabindra scholar Ahmed Rafiq. He passed away on Thursday night while undergoing treatment in the intensive care unit of Baridhara hospital in the capital. In his condolence message, the chief advisor said Ahmed Rafiq was a leading witness and a militant voice of the language movement. At the same time, he was an extraordinary poet, essayist, researcher, and a guiding figure in Rabindra studies. The chief advisor further noted his passing is an irreparable loss to the nation's cultural and intellectual life. Despite vision loss and physical illness, he continued to spread the light of knowledge until his final days. No more the Chapla water lily symbol, rather the National Citizen Party NCP has been asked by the Election Commission EC to choose its electoral symbol from a list of 50 options, including items such as tabla and adar. The EC's election support wing Deputy Secretary Mahmoud Rafiqul Islam sent a letter to the party's convener Nahid Islam in this regard. The letter stated that the NCP had applied for registration. While the initial review found the application acceptable, complications arose over the choice of symbol. In its application, the party had initially proposed Chapla water lily pen and mobile phone as its symbols. Later, in a revised submission, it sought Chapla, red Chapla or white Chapla. However, under Rule 9.1 of the Election Conduct Rules 2008, these symbols are not listed. The letter further mentioned that in order to proceed with the registration process, the party must select one symbol from the approved list of options by October 7. US President Donald Trump has said that he can bring an end to the 3,000-year-old conflict in the Middle East, starting with the resolution to the Israel-Gaza war, according to a report by Middle East Eye in an interview broadcast Thursday. Trump said, "We're not only going to resolve Gaza but also bring comprehensive peace with Gaza. This will be an incredible achievement." However, history notes that Israel was established in 1948 after the partition of the British Mandate of Palestine, raising questions about Trump's claim of a 3,000-year-old conflict. Meanwhile, according to Gaza health authorities, nearly 66,200 Palestinians have so far been killed and about 170,000 others injured. Now, news on sports. The Bangladesh women's cricket team in red and green made a flying start to the World Cup with a commanding win over Pakistan, sealing a 7-wicket triumph. Although this was only Bangladesh's second ever win in Women's World Cup history, it came in emphatic fashion. Bangladesh bowlers first put up a disciplined performance, bowling out Pakistan for just 129 runs. Chasing the target, the batters made it look easy. On her debut, Rubaya Haidar's shone with brilliant unbeaten knock of 54 runs. Skipper Nigar Sultana supported her well with a confident 23 of 44 balls. Together, the pair forged a match-turning 62-run partnership for the third wicket. Subhana Mustari sealed the victory in style with a boundary as Bangladesh cruised home with 18.5 overs to spare. That's all for today's Evening News Bulletin. Stay tuned for more updates and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. Thank you for watching. Good night.